Hey, hello, hi, welcome back again to this channel. If you are new to this channel we mostly feature automotive and travel videos. So it's an automotive and travel channel. And if you haven't checked, just go ahead and check our videos. We have a lot of videos on different cars, fixing different cars and travel videos. And in this video here, we'll be talking about changing um, the brake pads in a Chevy Express cargo van. Changing the brake pads, that's what we're doing today. I hope you can see so far. As you can see, we were changing the old brake pads, trying to install these new brake pads. So we first removed the tire, um, then we remove the caliper, which I'll show you shortly here. So you can see we first removed the tire, then we came here and removed the caliper. You can see the caliper. The caliper comes with these two screws here. Um, some people call them pins, caliper pins, but that's them here, and they go inside the caliper here and here. You can see those two holes, and we'll show you when we're putting back the caliper how they go back in. But it's easy. Those two pins, they are 14 millimeters, or you can use the 916 socket. So it's either 14 millimeter or 916 socket on this van here, and it should work. So after we do that, we remove the brake pads, the old brake pads. These are the old brake pads. Once you remove the caliper, the brake pads will basically just come off. You pull them off. You can see this one are pretty much worn out all the way down. It's been a while since this van was. I think these are the original brake pads for this vehicle here. They've never been changed. So it was making a lot of noise. It was making a lot of noise, so we decided to check it, and we saw the brake pads are worn out. The rotors are not too bad. They can go for a few months, but usually it's good to change both the rotors and the brake pads, especially if the rotors are really warped or have too many of those lines here. But these ones can last another maybe till the end of the year. Then we can replace them. So these brake pads, you can see the new brake pads came with those clips. See these clips. These clips are very important to change them too when you're changing, especially when the brake pads are worn like that. It's good to change these clips too, because as time goes on, they conform to the brakes, to the worn out brake pads, and it's good to make sure you change them too. And just buy the brake pads that come with new clips. Some brake pads don't come with the new clips. You can see these are the clips go here. They're just easy to install. You just press them in and they go in. See that? They just press them in there and press them down there. It's basically easy. It's just pushing it in. The brake pads, the new brake pads, you can see also they are very easy just to put in. Everything is basically easy. Every brake pads are very easy to change. You can see they just go right in. It drop right there in the bottom of the clip, and then you push it in up here, up top. But you make sure it's sitting down there at the bottom of the clip is sitting properly. Then up here, You just push it in like that, and it sits right there. You see? And that's the same thing on the other side. You do the same thing on the other side. Make sure they're sitting in properly. And then I'll show you something very important that you should never forget. This is very important. Let's see. They come, the brakes, these brakes, when you're buying the brakes, make sure you buy this brake lubricant. See, this brake lubricant here is very, very important, and it will help you after you finish fixing your brakes, that your brakes are not making any noise, screeching. It says it reduces, you can see it says it reduces noise and wear. And I'll show you where you apply it. So it's easy. All you do is, let's open it. You open it, and then you take a little amount, like that. You take a little amount. Let's see. You can see squeezing out. Take a little amount and apply it to the back here, to the whole back of the brake pad. This new, don't put too much, just lightly, because when we put in the caliper will be meeting the brake pad right here in the back. So you're putting the we're putting the lubricant. So even when the brakes gets hot, there's this grease here in the back that will prevent all the noise, and it will prevent also the wear, the brake pad and the caliper from sticking and not wearing out uh, too fast. Because you have to realize brakes are usually gets very hot. Brakes usually gets very hot. So it's good to apply. You apply both sides. Or we still have the other brake pad down here. Here. So we apply the back two of this brake pad, the whole back here. You can see. Make sure you apply lightly. Just apply lightly in the back. Don't apply in the front where the brake pad meets the rotor, because it will mess up your stopping, your braking. You're only applying lightly over here. So don't apply on this side here, where the brakes will be meeting the rotors, because it will affect and reduce your stopping, and it's very dangerous. So you put in the back of the brake pad, and then I'll show you something else. You also put some on these pins. Make sure you apply on the pins, and I'll show you how you do that. Yeah, don't forget to apply on the pins. And there's a way to do it. So when you apply it on the pins, you only apply on the sides of the pin. On these sides. Don't apply at the tip. Don't apply at the tip of the here of the pin, because when the pin goes into the caliper, if you apply here, it might not go in all the way. The pin might not go in all the way into the caliper if you apply here. So it might not go all the way to the end. So just apply around it on the caliper where it's sliding in. Just apply some good amount because it's gonna be a while before you get to do this again here with these pins. And your caliper is very important. Your caliper is very important because it helps you in stopping your vehicle. So apply some good amount like that on both of them because there's two of them. So make sure you keep it somewhere put it there to stay there. Then take the other one, the second one, you do the same thing. Do the same thing all around. All around. Again, don't put up here in the front here because it'll affect how deep the pin goes. So we have those two ready. Now all we have to do is if you look at the caliper, you can see how it's this is protruding here. This is supposed to be flush here. It's supposed to be flush. So when you come down here and put it in here, it can fit in exactly to hold the brake pads. So what you do is you take one of the old brake pads, the worn out ones, use a C-clamp to compress that caliper all the way so it can be flush here with the housing, caliper housing out here with the cylinder out here. So I'll show you how you do that. Show you how you do that right now. We got a C-clamp. So this is what we mean by a C-clamp. You can see that's a C-clamp right there. It's very important to have one when you're doing brakes, and I'll show you why. So this is a good C-clamp. So what you do is you take one of the old brake pads, you place it right there. Then you take the C-clamp, take the C-clamp with the old brake pad sitting there. You close the C-clamp. See how you do it. Close it all the way in, and what we'll do is we'll compress. It's kind of tricky, but we get it done. So you hold that, you hold it there, put the C-clamp in there. Hope you can see how we're doing this. We're closing the C-clamp. We're gonna close it all the way until it compresses. So you see now. It's kind of tricky, but it gets done, you know. Where there's a will, there's a way. Get it, see now? Compress it in. As you can see, as we do that, Sometimes you can use a wire, like a coat hanger wire, to hold this caliper up here, just to be safe, so you don't break. There's a brake line here. Be careful you don't drop the caliper and break that brake line. You'll have more work to do. So now you see we're compressing. If you want, you can do one at a time. You can do one side at a time. It's fine. It just has to go in, and sometimes it's good to open the brake cylinder in the engine, because as you compress this, the brake fluid is going back. So you see how in that is. So okay, you can see the caliper is going all the way in, and that will make it easier. I can open once it goes in. Remove the seat lamp and remove this brake pad here, and you can see how flash that is. That's what we want, so that when we come back here, when we come back here like this, to put the caliper back in like that, because the caliper will come and sit here like that. We don't have any problems. So let's see. Hope you can see. So we come here, take the pins, take one pin at a time, trying to make sure that you can start at the top or you can start at the bottom. It doesn't matter, but just once you put it in there, you still have to screw it in. So we'll start with the bottom one. It's at the back. The bottom one is way up here in the back, but it's good when you start with it. It can help you guide the top one. Okay, let's go back up here. Something I need to show you. This is not I think it's unique to this vehicle. I haven't seen another one like this, but like you can see this pin here, it comes up in two parts. I'll show you. Pin comes in two parts. There's the screw in part, this part here at the top, this, and there's this other part which is the one that goes in. This is the one that goes in. So this is the one that will go in the this one will go in here, and the other one will go on top of the caliper to lock it. So let's add some more grease just to be safe, since we're doing this live with no editing. But after you put in the two screws and you lock it, you lock the pins. That's it with the brake pads. The brake pads are easy to change. It's when you're changing the rotors that it's a little bit more work, but it's also easy too. But this video is just the brake pads. I showed you all the steps. So you come in and put the pin inside here. Pin will go in here. See, it goes in there. Then the other pin goes in the other one. And something I forgot to tell you, when you put in, before you put in the brake pads, also put in some grease here in the where the pad contacts the clip. Put a little, just a little grease, not too much. Put some here, put some on the bottom, and put on the other side. Same thing on the other side. Then after all this, now you put down the caliper. The caliper grabs the pads like this, like I just showed you, and the job is done. So that's how you do brake pads on the Chevy Express cargo van. This is a 2007. If you have any question, ask me there in the comment section and I'll explain more. And there's another video I have on this channel too of how you do um, the whole brake job on this Chevy Express cargo van. And there's another video that shows how you do the shocks, how you do the front shocks on a Chevy Express cargo van, just on this channel. Let me know if you have any question about this video, any comment, let me know. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And if you have any question, feel free to ask. And like I said, it's a 14mm socket you're using for those pins. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Hope you have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.